Hi guys, this is Tim from Tim's Electronics Lab, and today I'm going to actually start working on the energy meter project. We're going to put some solder paste on the pads and place the first components, and we might be able to actually bake it in the oven and do a full proper reflow. So let's get started. Alright, so here you can see the PCB that we will be placing the components on. And I've got some solder paste in a syringe. Let me see, the tiny pads first. They only need a tiny amount of solder paste. And I've already got way too much on my syringe. So that should be one. That's two. And then it automatically moves into position because of the surface tension of the solder. Yeah, that's better. And because of the solder mask, of course. So, a little bit here, a little bit there. Yeah, the syringe isn't exactly the best option, I must say. Very tiny packaging system. We need to lift off one of the ends like that, and in the descriptive bag in order to be able to actually find the component bag. So that's the 40 or 80740. That's T2, and T2 is supposed to go not there. Ooh. T2 is supposed to go right here. I think I'll put my lamp on so I can see it a little better, and you can see a little better as well. I think that's about, yeah, that's about right. Alright, so next one. We've got the IC buffer Schmidt trigger. So yeah, let me get that out of the packaging and place it on its place. And that is the VR. Actually, there are two. Yeah, there are two. I've got 4 of them, and 2 are used on the board right here and right here. On this IC pad. So let me get them out. You don't want to rip, oh there you go, the whole package open in one piece, because they will start flying out of the thing, and that's not good. Yes, I got one. Let me turn it around, and we need to do it visually. There are 3 pins, yeah, so that should go right here. I'm guessing I will need to touch some of the solder solder joints back up with the iron after we finished baking the PCB, but that's no problem. And I'm guessing that there is the third, yeah, there's the third solder pad. So let me get the second one out of here. Ooh, almost lost it. So let me get that on the PCB. And it should go right there. I'm not sure if the surface tension of the solder will be able to correctly place the items, because I've put way too much solder paste on the pads and I've not actually correctly applied the solder paste, so yeah, I'm not sure. Next up we've got the capacitor. It's 1 microfarad and 10 volts, and it goes, well, actually, oh, we've got only 3 of these, and that's the only type of capacitor that's on this board, and one should go there, there, and there. This is a big mess over here. So there, there. So there, there, and there is the capacitor. So I've got another pair of tweezers because the ends of the other have bent outwards, and the tweezers getting stuck in the mate, in the blue mat. Let me pull this back. Alright. Oh, one just fell out. So alright, one should be placed right here. The second one should be placed right here. Yeah, there. And the third one should be placed right there, below the Schmidt trigger IC. So like this, grab it and place it like that. Alright, so that's the capacitors, and the next one is the 180 ohm resistor, and there's only one of them, and that resistor is going to be placed over there. So let me get it out of the packaging like this, and get the plastic layer of it without the resistor flying away. There you go. Damn, it's tiny. So the resistor is there, yes. Yeah, like that. Alright, so next one is the 13k ohm resistor, and we've got only one. No, we've got 10 of them because that was cheaper than ordering one, but we actually only need one. So I've got a few 13k ohm resistors left after this project, which is always handy, but they're sort of very tiny, so let's get this one and place it over here. Yes, alright, so put it back in the container. Next up we've got the phototransistor. Now I think I'm going to wait with the phototransistor until everything is has reflowed actually, and then solder the phototransistor manually to it. So next up we've got the BC 817-40 NPN transistor. So yeah, there's only one of them, and should be placed right here. That's a bit larger pad, so let me see if I can poke through this or something. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yes, got it. So that transistor is right there. Alright, so the next one is the Schottky diode. 100 volt and 150 milliamperes. So, and that Schottky diode should be placed, oh fuck. That's the Schmidt trigger IC there. Yeah, there you go. The Schottky diode should be placed here. So let me get it out of the bag and place it. Now this is a very tiny package, as you can see right here. Let me just focus on there. And the previous one I've poked through it and kind of pulled the, yeah, there you go. The Schottky diode is a little bit bigger than the rest of the components, so that is actually pretty nice. It makes it a little easier to place. There's way too much solder paste on the Schottky diode pad, but never mind. Alright, that oh, actually I forgot two 13k resistors. So let me find those. Those are, yeah, here. Good one, alright. So, let me place it. Oh shit. There's a little bit of solder paste on my plier. Actually on my tweezer. And the other one should be placed right there above the Schmidt trigger IC. Yeah, that's definitely way too much solder paste, but who cares? That's why we've got robots. So, yeah. Let me check if there are any unpopulated. No. It looks like nothing is unpopulated. So that is very good. And let me get the oven back. So I've got my oven ready. It's already preset at the correct temperature, so let me just turn it on. And let's bake the PCB. Very excited about this one. And I hope it will be going well. And the heating elements should start lining up right now. Yeah, they are. There they come. Look. So I'm putting extra light at the PCB so you can see what's happening inside. I can see that the PCB is living on the edge, so I have to be careful with shaking and the shaking of the desk. So yeah, I can see something shine in there. So the solder paste should start reflowing very soon right now. The oven is getting up to temperature, and then the solder should start flowing. I think that something's happening. Turn up the heat a little. If this isn't working, we will just get my airflow gun and we will just blow air at it, but I'm afraid that the airstream will blow off some of the components since the solder paste is not applied correctly. And yes, you are allowed to blame me about that. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, tombstone 1. And we've got a tombstone. You can smell the solder paste. The molten solder paste. So let's open the oven. And check how it's let's turn it off. Bing. And let's wait for it to cool down. Alright, so the PCB is ready. Alright, so I've got the PCB, and I must say that we've succeeded pretty well. There's one tombstone, and if the camera focuses, that tombstone is right here. My soldering iron is heating up. Actually, it has heated up using a very fine tip. I'm going to attempt to correct it. Got some very fine solder here. So first let me rotate the PCB and hope that I can desolder it. Yeah, there you go. And now solder both ends back on. My hands are actually very shaky. I think that's one end. And now the other end. No, that needs some solder. I think you might have noticed, but I'm using a fan to blow off the solder fumes. Because yeah, I don't want to inhale those. That should be attached to it. If you can see right there. It might not be the prettiest solder joint you've ever seen, but it should work. Check if I can speed it up a bit. Remove some of the solder. Except for that tombstone, the reflow process went pretty seamless actually. It was pretty easy. So yeah, that should be it. That looks much better right now. Oh, if you can see from the side, the component isn't overflowing in solder. Well, I can actually see some of the solder paste balls that haven't molten, that aren't molten down. And yeah. About a little solder to those pads. Like that. And the last one. Nice. Alright, so if you've recently viewed my latest mailbag video, you might remember that I received this one. Let's test it out. That's actually working pretty well. Let me see what it does with the solder. it removes the solder and I get a almost completely clean tip. If I can zoom in and focus, my tip is almost completely clean, so that this is working, man. So I will check and measure if everything's connected correctly, and then I will attach some infrared lights, sender and emitters to it. That will be another video, and in that video I will be also planning on 3D printing a case for it. So a lot of hot stuff coming up on this channel. So please stay tuned on this channel, subscribe and like the video if you found it amusing. I found it pretty interesting on using the solder paste in the actual reflow oven and watching the result of it. So thumbs up if you liked it, and please share and subscribe if you feel like you should. So bye bye.